Yo, 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 what is going on, everyone?
Hey,
Welcome
hey.
to tonight's sporadic uh podcast, I guess. I know Tim, he
Out
hit
of the
me up and then
blue.
has people. So let me know what's going on, Tim. Tell me what's this whole
Holy
sporadic
smokes.
thing going
It's
on.
just, I don't know, it's sporadic. It's just spur of the moment.
Spur
But,
them.
we wanted to do a podcast for quite a while and kind of like to hang out with everybody and just see what everybody's up to and talk products and all kinds of stuff. So, we're not going to be any company specific or anything like that, but hang out and have fun with everybody. And you can see we got quite a few people in the chat already. So that's cool.
For sure, for sure. What's going on? Keith, Franco, Christy, Chingy, Rick Smith's in the building, Todd. What's going on? Yeah, so
Cool.
today's is more of like not really topic, it's more of like Q&A and what's to come. I mean, Ty and Tim and I have a couple of ideas that's going to happen and yeah, we're just going to be talking about like products, our process, and also probably one day we could get a vehicle in here live and we could detail live a vehicle, do probably like a hood or something and show you guys our process.
That would
But
be cool.
yeah, we need a black vehicle for that live though. We need a black video. We'll probably prep everything just to not bore people, just depending on what the topic is, right? Instead of doing the whole wash, decon, yada yada yada.
All right. That's mainly what I do is black vehicles most of the time. It's pretty wild.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. So I haven't talked to you in like a month.
Yeah, man. I've been
Oh.
busy, man. I've been traveling a lot to Jersey, back and forth. And when I do come here, it's either family time or I have a detail. That's literally what it's been like. Just either family time or a detail. And then also you've been pretty busy on the weekends, doing a lot of like charity stuff from like every weekend there's like an event type of thing,
Yeah, yeah. It's been some cars. It's been running sound at church and that and kind of getting all the frequencies just right and running sound for a band, Audio Wave MB.
Yep.
And they're a brand new band, rock band. They're really, really good. So the lead guitarist, he's up for the Hall of Fame in Pennsylvania, and yeah, they're special. So got to check them out sometime.
Yep. And we got a question right here already.
Cool.
And also put any question, what topics you guys want us to talk about. We'll chime in. This is more like a pilot, see what's going the direction. So this is just like a free for all. Like I said, sporadic, but in terms of Tim, it's just spur of the moment, I guess.
Yeah.
So
what the heck?
So here is the question.
The one from T-Bone?
Yes, it's right there. I'll put it on the
Hey,
screen.
Tim, have you tried the new Fine Lab polisher? I haven't tried the new one. I want to get it. I have the 6-inch Fine Lab polisher and the 5-inch. 6-inch I use quite a bit whenever I'm corded, and that is absolutely my favorite buffer.
Yep. And Tim barely uses a 3-inch polisher, to be quite honest.
Not usually. I mean, you can angle them up into tight spots and all that.
Yep.
And it's really not that hard. But yeah, I got a 1-inch, got a 3-inch, and love the 6-inch though. Boy, that thing is great. And like I say, we're going to talk about products, and it's everybody uses the phrase "keep it real," but I mean, we're going to keep it honest because they use that phrase too. But
yeah,
anyway,
to be quite fair,
I like the Fine Lab polisher better than the Rupes.
To be quite honest, Tim, is like it's more of it's not really like keep it real. This is the specific way. Everybody has their own way of detailing. Literally, like my style of detailing is different from yours. Am I right or wrong? And then your style is different from what Phil Miranda does, on his side. And then same thing with like Ivan, and same thing with Eddie's like everybody has a different process, right? The whole thing is the end goal.
Yes,
that is literally it. I mean, there's no right or wrong.
That's actually part of the name of the podcast. We batted around a few different names. I know you like this one the best, and so do I. But as far as detailing, you got to get it clean, right? Whether you're talking about paint or you're talking about interior or whatever. But for the clear coat, you want to get it clear because if you're buffing on something that's cloudy like you got that top haze on top of the paint, it's oxidation or whatever it is, or dirt particles or whatever. If you're buffing on something that with embedded dirt and you're not taking much off, or you're leaving the embedded dirt in, you may or may not see it, but that's affecting your gloss. So you got to get it clean and you got to get it clear. And then you're going to have that.
And I like Franco's comment. It follows what you're saying, pretty much, detailers versus retailers. So Chingy has a question for you, and I'll put it up on the screen for you. So It says, Tim, can you tell me a different ways to use your detailer? I have some and haven't used it yet.
Oh, okay.
So Tim uses it literally for everything. But
yeah,
tell him all the ways.
Yeah, you use it for quite a bit too. So, like the inside of windshields, they get kind of, a little bit cloudy or smeary or whatever. Just a spray on your microfiber and a couple sprays on your inside of the windshield. Perfect clarity.
Yeah, I call it the hawk breath. That's the people that be breathing and sneezing in their cars. That little dew that's on there. Yeah. And then
also the outgassing of the
plastic. But that's if it's a new car. But
mirrors inside the windshield, paint. It's really good on paint. Last year at one of the Mustang rallies they had local here, guy used it on the paint, and he was sponsored by some other companies. He goes, honestly, do you realize you just blew away 15 other detailing sprays? He says, I have never seen this car look that way. His wife said the same thing. His son said the same thing. And I'm not here to talk about my products whatsoever or try to sell them. That's not, not my goal at all.
Tim met my neighbor, and he's the one that he got his red Corvette ceramic coated by me. And every time he goes, what did my neighbor tell you? He's like, every time he goes to a car show, everybody says, yo, what's that pink stuff you use? And he's like, it's the secret sauce. He's like, I get it from this guy. So it's really good. Chingy, we use it also as you can use it as a clay lube, or you can dilute it. When I be running out of stuff, even though I know the person that makes it, even though when I'm running low, I still, at a 1 to 5, it still works great as a drying aid. Is it going to be as super slick? No, but it's still slick. It is still really slick. And even as a detail spray, works great. And same thing as a clay lube.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's no.
And it's slick like Titan. It's just as slick as Titan. So it's pretty wild. It doesn't last as long. It doesn't have ceramic in it.
Probably lasts like a couple of days max.
Maybe
like a drive, to be quite honest.
You don't know what's all in that.
Huh?
You don't know what's all in it.
No, I don't know.
You know one product that's in it.
But from what you told me though, it doesn't last more than either it doesn't last more than a week, or it doesn't last more than a rainstorm. From what you told me.
Yeah, it depends, because if I put actually, I've never tested the duration ever.
Yeah, but
I made it for like 7 years, never tested it.
But you could tell it doesn't mask anything, and you can definitely tell it's not, no ceramic in it, so you could tell the difference in beading.
Nope, no ceramic in it on purpose, because you put ceramic in it and you're outside in the heat, especially dark colors, it's going to streak. And I made this, actually, I originally developed it to get rid of streaks in ceramic detailing sprays. That was my original.
So B. Riley saying you have more than just a detailer. Well, we do. We are coming out with a polish, and we are going to be coming out with a sealant. So Tim and I are cooking that. Tim and I are
cooking the stew.
No. It'll be a finishing polish, maybe a super ultra finishing polish.
Yep.
I don't know. We're just always just testing stuff and doing stuff, and
yeah,
we just dumb like that.
We're gonna give people meat and potatoes too, because I don't know if everybody knows this, and I don't think it ever hits social media, but Phoenix EOD Fabulous Finishing Polish.
Yep.
That's not the original version anymore. Every bottle that you've been buying for the past couple months, I think, it's a finer finishing polish.
Yeah.
So it's not as strong as the other bottles that you're getting last year, or the year before, or the year before that.
And Conway's in here, and Conway's the one that told Chingy about your stuff. He said Conway sent him some some detailer and said you had to try it.
Yeah, you can dilute it, like say 5 to 1, you can dilute it 25 to 1, 50 to 1, even more. So
You're a dick. You are a dick, Rick.
Socks Ultimate Polish to the 45-minute work.
You're a dick.
Yeah, he was. That was kind of funny that the owner of that white Mercedes SUV, she took a video of both of us buffing a car,
Yeah,
and you were on the door,
and I was
and
on
you
the
were
door.
going at it for quite a while.
Nah, I wasn't going at it for
At
quite
least
a while.
45 minutes, right?
Nah, not even close. Rick Smith was out here. So just a quick update. So I was in Jersey and I got late for the Pay It Forward campaign, but we still met up anyways. I overslept because I'm over there working graveyard shift in general for one of my projects. And anyways, fast forward, Rick Smith apparently said that you told them I took forever to polish that Mercedes Benz. Tim, is that true?
I don't know if I think he kind of alluded to it in a comment, and I don't think I said he took forever.
Because that's what Rick said, and I'm like, Rick, I said, if
I think
Tim
he was
said
kind of
that, he said
he was kind of
Tim,
razzing you.
yeah, because he was like, Tim told me he was like he was already on your side when yeah, he was already on your side. I was like, if Tim did say that, I said I was doing the Chevelle, getting rid of all that tar before
Right.
we even started.
That
You
is
were doing-
correct.
yeah, so I was doing the green Chevelle while you started the whole polishing because that thing had so much freaking tar all over both sides of the car.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But what do you guys use for tar remover?
I really like that Vonix.
Everybody in the chat.
I like that. That was my first time ever using that Vonix tar remover.
Vonix makes some great products.
And that tar was there for months because that guy doesn't take out the Chevelle. And you saw how sticky and crazy it melted it off right away. I didn't know it.
Yep. So who else makes a really good product? Here's another one of my, it's not a secret, but again, we're not company specific here. We're going to talk about whatever. When I'm looking for some really high gloss, that doesn't last years or whatever, one thing that I like to use is NV Luster.
He likes Australia.
Yep. It's kind of expensive, but you don't need a whole lot. And man, does it seems to like level the paint, and it's got a really good jetting effect. Yeah. So I use several ceramic quick detailing sprays on my car, and I had the light angle just right, and I did like 7 of them all the way across the rear spoiler, and the best looking one was with this. So what's Conway got to say here? The new version of Fabulous Polish is also sprayable. Yeah, that's true.
Yep. It made it more liquid. Chingy says, not gonna lie, I tried luminous glass cleaner on some tar the other day. Nothing crazy, but it came off like a piece of cake. That's good to know.
There's all kinds of alternative products to use for things. Like, believe it or not, I used Titan as a bug remover once, and it started eating away. It started eating the bugs away just like 3 days ago.
Yeah, I know.
I took a picture.
I know Ron said Coach Kemi for Ulix for the win. Ulix is great, but man, does that thing stink. It gasses you out like crazy. It works phenomenal though. I'm not gonna. Ulix is a heavy hitter for sure.
I have never used that.
And yeah, you got to use it once. That thing melts off crazy. It says QQQ Tim. How long does your detail spray last? 1 to 2 months?
I don't know how long it lasts. I don't think it lasts that long. There's Titan on a bug. Look at that.
Just eating
it away.
Because Titan in a way is a quick detailer, right? Or it is a quick detailer. It's not really a
it's a hybrid detailer.
So it has some surfactants.
It's a few different things in it. As far as wax, quote unquote wax, I don't know if it has synthetic wax in it or not. Not sure. We'd have to ask Aaron, and Aaron's with his dad tonight, so he's going to watch the replay. So, so we're open to any questions. If you guys want to hit the like button, that'd be awesome. You can X out of the live chat, hit the like button, and then hit the live chat link again. That would be cool. Curious what everybody's using for glass ceramic, because the one, are we live here? I think Sock's internet dropped. He just gave me a text. He said, 1 second, internet drop. So I guess it's just me and you guys. So glass ceramic coating, kind of been on a roll with that stuff. So what I like, again, is detail coat, classy glassy. Stuff is fantastic. Really easy to put on. And apparently you want to wipe it off right away. So if you want to try something really good, it's not very expensive. If you're a business, you can get a discount on detail coat products. I think it's like 40%. Don't quote me. But you can save quite a bit of money that way. Other ceramic coatings, my mainstay for a ceramic coating, I've used a few other ones too, but my mainstay is Kronos by Phoenix COD. It's 5 to 7 year rated. It's on version 2, as a lot of you may know, and it's a lot easier to wipe off, and I'm getting almost no high spots. So yeah, it's pretty wild. And in the chat, if you guys can put yes or a Y or something like that, if you can hear me. So I don't know if it's just me in the chat or what. So if you can put a Y or a yes or something that way. And yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, Franco. Awesome. So yeah, we're trying to do good, Rick. So one thing is, I don't know what you're using for rinseless washes, but this Detail Co. rinseless wash, Nemesis. So somebody's got to get this information to Jamie or Eddie, but they need to make air fresheners with this. I don't know if you guys are with me or not, but this smells so good. Apparently Yum smells really good too. I smelled it once. But we got some amazing smells developed recently. And where's the air fresheners? How about it? Let's go. I'm ready. And believe it or not, I took some Nemesis and put it in some pans and put it in my kitchen. And my kitchen smelled great. So I don't know about you guys, but we may want to, if you guys are looking for something like that, we may want to pressure them, or possibly bio bombs, may want to make a granola bar with that fragrance. I'm all for it. So few other things here, since we're talking about Detail Co. Again, these labels got better. And Sock is back.
I'm back. It's typical South Carolina. I don't know why, but it just has these random times where your internet just goes out for 2 minutes and just like comes back. It's just so sporadic. I think it happened to you last time when you went live sporadically.
Well, I figured out what that was.
Oh, all right, never mind.
So my computer was plugged in. It was plugged into the wall, but the connector at the power pack, it kind of pulled out a little bit, and my battery went dead. That's what happened. So I'm going to check that once in a while. Should be good though. But yeah, we were just talking about ceramic coatings. Classy Glassy I use for glass for the windshield. Beads like mad at like 30 to 35 miles an hour. And then up, of course. And then we talked about Kronos a little bit. And the smell of Nemesis, that should be an air freshener.
Smelling that. Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, that
Yum is good too, but yeah. Yeah, so that's we were talking about when you were redoing your internet. So
yeah. And I'm trying to catch
questions here.
Yeah, Citro has a high Citrus Plus. Yeah.
Dark Dragon. Hang on. Tim, what's your preferred rinseless? Well, my preferred rinseless is Nemesis. And I used Yum over at your place, Sock.
Yep.
And that's really good, but I don't have any of it. So my preferred rinseless that I have is Nemesis. And I did my car this morning, by the way.
Yeah,
I had help by Tina, and she used it for the first time, and she loves the fragrance. So
she loves it.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorable? Next question. Do you have a favorite durable trim restore?
Well, it used to be Trim Cubes by Lithium, but they had to change their formula, and it doesn't quite work the same as it used to. And I haven't heard anything from Lithium. I don't know what's going on, but Blackout, have you tried that, Sock?
Blackout, no. So what I've used mainly was I've used black. I've used obviously Solution Finish, G-Technic C4, but my favorite one's been Solution Finish, and I've always tell people this is even if it doesn't last the longest, you can always top it again with Solution Finish and it won't reject itself. That's the number one thing. Like you can grab any other ceramic product that has a trim restore applied on itself, and what's going to happen is you want to top it later with the same ceramic, it's going to reject itself because the ceramic is still going strong. The one that really fades the quickest is the dye. In my, from my experience, I got to try Labo Cosmetica's TPR though. That's on my go-to list.
So remember on that white Mercedes with the black trim, we used Pan's tire dressing. Let's trim and tire dressing. But that stuff's great. He actually, the owner liked it so much, he went to the houseofrags.com and ordered some and a bunch of other stuff. But let's see. So Blackout, I like that one. And historically been using Ceratrim. That's been pretty good. But that's like thick. That's like putting on honey.
Yeah, I haven't used that yet.
It's good, but if you like spreading honey or molasses, so then that's your thing.
says Chingy says, still haven't used Fine Lab, high on my use list, but I went with Indo first to test. I mean, I like Fine Lab. They're both great rinseless, but for me, I like Fine Lab because they clean. Cleans like a monster. Let's get through some of these real quick.
Yeah, then we're gonna segue into something there.
I got Yum, but I haven't used it. Torn on the scents. Yeah, I mean scent's not for me. It's not the slickest during dry off, but it's crazy stout for cleaning power. Exactly what I just said. And Solution Finish truly is the greatest of all time. So good, it's worth spelling it out. Yep. And Tim hasn't really used any Solution Finish at all. Like he's never used it. And
no, we just used it on the tailgate of that black Explorer. So so I may have to buy some of that. Detail Co has a dressing too as well. I got the bottle, but I haven't used it yet.
Guardian. Yeah, I'm done with Guardian, to be quite honest. I got to get more tire dressing now that I just saw it, because all I have left is Pan's dressing. Is really good, but sometimes it gunks up really that silicone really gunks up your application.
So let's see. There was a segue into another question. Can't remember what it is right now. Temporary mine lockup. Can't remember at the moment, but we got, let's look in the chat here. Yumdress V2 is so good. I have that.
I haven't tried that.
I used it once. If you want a real high gloss, you got to put a couple layers on.
I've used Veneer already, Ron. I've had it, used it, and only downside for me is I got a little bit of tiger striping. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
on the tires,
especially like if it rains afterwards, a while afterwards, and that smell too.
He said you don't like.
Sorry, Chelsea.
You
But
said it reminds you of what, like a 70s cologne?
yeah, no thanks.
DIY dressing is actually pretty good, not long lasting, but nice. I actually like the DIY one, as well.
Yep.
Good even application, and I agree, it just doesn't last long, but you can yeah,
Yum Dress V2 right there.
it is. Look at that.
Stuff's great. So, high pH soaps. I've been using Vonix Citron. It's really good. I'm getting kind of low on it, but the Detail Co. high pH.
I don't
So
know, man. I don't think
that
nothing's gonna
stuff's,
beat
huh?
nothing's gonna beat to me, nothing's gonna beat Primus. I'm sorry, I've always used Primus.
Right.
I have
Well, that's
like
more
2
of a
cans.
pre-spray. I use it as this pre-spray.
What?
This is like you're using um soap for a foam can or whatever. I have a video spraying this stuff on
No, Primus is
Shelby.
not a pre-spray. What are you talking about? You could use it as a bucket wash. You could use it as whatever. It's a 2.0. You could do whatever you want with it.
I've been pre-spraying it on. I've never foam canned it.
Oh my god. You can foam cannon it. I have videos, Tim.
Okay, here comes the comments. Let's
I have
go.
videos.
Time to
The
beat on
person that
Tim.
yeah. The person that uses Labo Cosmetica all the time. You got the guy right here in the flesh, and you use it as a pre-spray.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
just because it has other uses doesn't mean I can't use it for that.
No,
Right, chat? No.
let's see.
Oh my gosh. Talk about embarrassing.
Let's see what he says. Franco says, "What's your guys' go-to shampoo these days?" I use whatever. I don't really care. It's just I grab
For
something
hair?
based on the
Gosh,
scent.
no.
If I want scent, if I want suds, I don't know. It's just whatever's my pH neutral, whatever I have up there is what I'm using.
So my pH neutral is Apex Auto Wash from Phoenix EOD. High pH, it's still Citron, but the Detail Co is really good too. Low pH, I got to get that one from Detail Co, but I've been using, I can't remember what it is right now. I do have one acidic.
Oh, you've been
soap.
using Yum Reset. That's been your
Yum
acidic.
Reset. Yeah.
There it is.
Just started using that once.
Yeah, so for me, any pH neutral soap, whatever I buy and it's there, I use it. Doesn't matter. For high alkaline, you already know, Primus, and other one is Purifica, of course, from my acid.
That stuff's really good.
Yep, that's my go-to.
Yeah,
I like Fine
Purifica
Labs
acid.
Black Velvet.
Yeah,
Well-
I want to get some of that. Conway, isn't Detail Co or the House of Rags, I should say, aren't they going to start stocking that?
I think they already have it, to be quite honest. You can get it, I think.
I couldn't get it before. I looked a month or
think they
two
have.
ago. I didn't see it there.
Oh, that's another great tire dressing. Tire Plus from ADS. That is really good.
Okay,
Have you
Jamie
used
says
that
it's
one?
bananas, so I've never tried it.
No, he's saying it's bananas because it smells like bananas too. So it's Tire Plus and it smells like bananas. It's really good. ADS is another great tire dressing.
Yeah, I haven't used too many ADS products. I have their ceramic coatings sitting in the cupboard because I keep all my ceramic coatings in the house so they don't see the temperature fluctuations. So the Labo, yeah.
You
Labo
already know
makes-
I'm the Labo shill. You already know
Yeah,
I love
pretty
Labo.
much.
Let's see. Kim, what's going on? Kim's been a while. She says, wait, bucket wash? What? Are you talking about Primus? Yes, you can do both. That's why it has the Primus 2.0. So you can use it as a pre-wash or pre-foam, and then you can use that as a bucket wash. So that is why I love Primus.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't have a clue.
What's everyone's favorite acidic soap? You already heard mine's, which is Purifica. And for Titan Tim, he's tried 3 of them or 2 of them so far. So out of Yum and Purifica, which one's your favorite?
Well, I've used Purifica quite a bit. So Yum only once, so Purifica.
All right.
That's the other thing too, the Clean and Clear podcast, like we talked about earlier, and for the people that weren't here earlier, because we have 25 people here already. You got to get that paint clean, like really clean. If it still has minerals on it, you got to use the acidic shampoo. And that'll help break that down. So when you're buffing the vehicle, you have a champagne color like I had a week ago. I haven't been doing many posts lately, but you have a champagne colored vehicle. You need every edge you can get. So it's one of those things that, you pretty much got to do at least a couple pHs, a low and a high. I don't know if you have to do a neutral, but rinse it really good. And you should be all right. So, yeah.
To me, a neutral, I'm going to be quite honest, I always stick with a 2 pH. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you guys why. The reason for it is, yes, say the panel does get a little bit sticky, but if you say you're already prepping a car, right? You're going to polish it. Why do you need a neutral, right? You don't really need it. Secondly, if you're doing just a double tap, like, just high alkaline, low pH, use a quick detail spray. You could use any quick detail spray, even Tim's high gloss detail, whatever detail spray, just spray a heavy amount on the panel and it's going to neutralize itself right there. Like, you don't need any other thing.
Right.
Because
my Tim's high gloss detailer is pH 7.2.
And that's the downside of Labo Cosmetica's their Semper, their bucket wash. You can't use it in a foam cannon because that's why they got Nieve. So I tell people all the time, if you're gonna buy anything from Labo, don't buy Nieve pre-foam and don't buy Semper, because Semper it's like useless. It's just a bucket wash. That's all you could use it for.
Yep.
Yeah. And let's see. David has a question for us. He says, in anyone's opinion, who has the easiest and or effective stain remover of soda pop and hamburger / fries or grease?
Mm-hmm.
The easiest way for an effective stain remover is to not cause the stain to begin with.
You gotta erase that word remover.
Right. Bro.
No kidding.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I really like Bridgepoint. That's the strongest stain remover I have. But even then, it all depends on how long the stain's been sitting there. There's people that lie and say, "Oh, it's only been a day." Like, no, I've removed coffee stains that sat there for about a week, and then there's sometimes people just leave it there for months on end, and it's just not gonna come out. It just etches the fibers.
Yep. That kind of tipped me as far as what we're gonna talk about sometime tonight is kind of a two-part. What do you guys think of the tiers? Not the ones that come from your eyes. The rankings, the tier rankings, the S tier, A, B, C, D, and stuff like that. If you guys can let us know what you think about those, if you want to see more, if you want to have us possibly doing a tier list for polishes or compounds. Between Sock and I, we've got quite a few different polishes and compounds. So we could be doing that if you guys want to see it. So let us know in the chat and we can get at that pretty easily.
You know what it is, Tim? What we thought on the back end, we can't forget this. Remember what we said on the polishes and stuff? Doing a tier list with the polishes is really hard to do. And the reason for it is not just because of whatever compound and polish. The problem is that every car paint has either soft, medium hard, or super hard clear. So we can't just do one test hood and just say this is the tier list of what we have. It's like I feel like that tier list is going to be very, very long to do.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a tier list for just soft paint.
Exactly.
Or just hard paint.
Or whatever paint that we don't know what paint it is until we get it, right? I guess on the hood or in the test hood, I mean, we won't really know till we actually put it on paint. That's just the downside of that tier list.
And generally kind of go by manufacturers. The Mercedes and BMWs are generally going to be harder.
Yeah.
American cars are going to be generally medium. Asian cars are going to be generally softer, but Tesla's really soft.
But
Holy smokes.
Mustang's Mach-E has the super soft freaking paint.
Oh, it's
Super
disgusting.
soft, hard to finish.
The new Mustangs are terrible.
Yeah,
Real hard to finish.
Yeah.
And I've found on that real soft, dark paint, you can even go to the softest black pad and a finishing polish, it still won't finish. You may have to go to like a Visor yellow or in a finishing polish.
Yep.
It's really strange. That's soft paints are a pain in the butt.
And then I got another question from EJ. Says, which dressings can be used also to spray on wheel wells and plastics that you can spray on and it will level itself? To be quite honest, any tire dress, I mean, literally any dressing. I don't know. I've never had issues of any streaking on those plastic wheel wells. You just oversaturate it, let it sit there and drip. It will just self-level itself. I've never had any issues with that. I don't know about you.
Nope, no issues there. So, let's see. Ron said GM's clear swirls if you look at it the wrong way. Pretty much.
Let's see. You guys feel a water spout remover is necessary? All right, let's do a quick steamroll because we got a couple questions. You guys feel a water spout remover is necessary before coating or acidic soap is enough? Depending on how heavy or severe the water spots are, if they're severe and really stuck on there, then I'd like to use, say, Ragnarok, like an acid, something, rub it on the paint, obviously diluted like 1:5 or 1:4, and rub it on the paint to get most of the scoring off and easier to polish right there.
Right.
But definitely necessary. What about you?
Yeah, Ragnarok is fantastic on mineral stains and stuff like that. So I wonder if it's good in the shower. Not to take a shower with, but on the shower stalls.
On the shower, yeah.
I'm going to try that because I need to do mine. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
He says for a high and low pH wash, I prefer luminous. Yep, that's right. Versus Labo actually performs better. Yep. I mean, hey, everybody got their own thing. For me, I'm just Labo. It's either Pepsi or Coke. Which one you want?
Pepsi.
They both work great. You already know me. I'm the Pepsi
Cherry
guy.
Pepsi. Does anybody remember Mountain Dew Live Wire? That's the orange, like Orange Crush or Sunkissed, but it's Mountain Dew Live Wire, and you can't get it down here in the South. You could always get it in Minnesota, but you could never get it down here. It's like, dang, stuff's great.
So Conway says, you still have to be careful about assuming what's hard and soft paints because of repaints. Yeah, but typically you're right, but we could definitely tell whether something's been repainted or not because most people don't really do the high quality work. Let's be real, like the insurance claims, no, but if it's like a show car that's repainted, that's a different story.
Right. No doubt. Show cars usually have like 2 to 3 coats of clear, so usually it's pretty thick.
Yeah, but depending if they're,
The unpolished detailer says,
tears are only fun from Sock, and he's special guest. Oh, his special guest, Tim. Yeah.
I saw a tier list with the exact same colors, the exact same tiers for health supplements.
Yeah. You know,
like, dang. It's everywhere. Oh, so polished and compounds are going to be kind of tough to do. You'd have to pick one paint hardness and then do several of them. We can try that.
Yep.
We may want to try that on a vehicle sometime and see if it's worth doing a video of. But
let's see. Ron has a question. What paint depth gauge do you use? Tim's old school. He uses his mind and his heart. I use
my eyes. I have one actually.
Yeah, I have one. I use the next gen PGT, that the blue one. I have it around here, but that's what I use if I really need to do, use it. Or
I have it in my tote. I have it on my tote. It quit working once, but started working again.
But I rarely use it though. It's like very rare. unless I know what, you know. Yeah.
You got to do quite a bit to burn through paint, though. I mean, you got to have a rotary and a wool pad, or very
Yeah.
thin, soft paint. But I've never burnt through paint yet.
Yep.
I've been doing it for decades. I've never burnt through
I've only
any.
burned through one paint, but that was when I was first starting out and me
Right.
trying to, like, you know, get rid of every scratch. I thought every scratch can be removed until find out not every scratch can be removed. But but that was back in like 2019, 2018. So that's
Right.
but yeah, it's very hard to burn through paint. That's the thing I've been telling people all the time too, Tiny Tim, because there's people who's like, oh, I don't want you to polish my car. I just want a regular ceramic coating. And you know, I don't want you to burn through the clear. I said, if you get a one step, you could one step, even the thinnest clear that they come out with today, at least like 60 times, one step every year. Um, I know Jason from Chicago Auto Pros did a video on like this hood or whatever that they had. They had a test hood, and he polished it like 180 times doing a one step with a wool pad, with a wool course, a wool pad from Rupes, and he did it 180 times. So yeah,
Wow.
it's just you can one step a car a lot of times. So like you
Yeah.
said, it's hard to burn through paint really.
So if you use a detail coat, is it the blue, baby blue?
Yep, the baby
Yeah.
blue foam.
You'll never go through paint.
Yeah,
That thing is ultra soft.
I
Oh
think
my
the
gosh.
marshmallow.
Yeah. But my favorite pad, which I don't know if people watched the video that you and I made. I
Yeah,
think quite a few people watched it, but my favorite pad is still the
the Visor
Visor
yellow.
yellow. I
EJ
mean,
says,
can't beat it.
EJ says, "Can you get any of Tim's stuffs in Canada?" Yes, just meet him by the border and purchase it right there.
When I lived in Minnesota, maybe,
Right.
but I don't ship to Canada. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to ship to Canada.
Yep.
Which
That's what
brings up another thing I wanted to talk about. So I want everybody to be careful with their overall health, but I mean physical health, because running these buffers for a long time, I'm talking months or years, really wears on your body. So some of you may know I've been very sore lifting my shoulder. I can barely lift my shoulder that high. I was on steroids for a couple of years, which I know it's too long. So I've been off that, trying some other stuff, but not much is working. So I've been contemplating not doing the detailing anymore. Thinking about shutting the company down. I don't know yet. I got to cut back quite a bit, but this stuff's really beats up your body. And I'm 65. Yeah, I don't always act 65, blah, blah, blah.
Look,
It's like,
but here's the thing, Tim. Like,
it's adding up.
yes, it sucks. It really sucks. Like, you know, you and I talk a lot. You always say, you know, your body's sore, take care of your body. But at the same time, it's one of those things where you've been detailing since you were like 17, right?
Yeah.
That's close to 50 years you've been detailing. And you don't do like regular, hey, I'm gonna just one step. No, you do two steps, you wet sand, you do all these other stuff. So for something that you've done for 50 years, one thing I've learned is father time is undefeated. So at this time, it's something that you can at least be proud of, that look, you're 65, you've been you know, you've been doing something that you love as a passion in general, right?
Yeah.
It's great. Like, you know, you've been blessed with that. That's something that, you know, you can't take for granted. You know,
Right.
it's one of those things like, yeah, it sucks, but eventually, you know, you're gonna have to shut down shop. You get what I'm saying? Like it's
At some point, yeah.
well, you don't, yeah,
But I
and
mean,
you
it's
don't
not just
necessarily,
detailing. I've done a lot of farming, a lot of physical labor. I'd
everything. That's
helped
what I'm
build several
saying.
houses, and um, been working my butt off big time my whole
Yeah,
life.
you know.
So
He said we watching a car. No, we're
yeah, try acupuncture, stay wet mentioned. I actually do get acupuncture on occasion. So but it hasn't really worked for inflammation. So my inflammation markers on my blood tests are through the roof. If I take prednisone, they're way down, and I feel 25.
Yep.
But I don't think you should feel 25 when you're 65. So, yeah, I got to figure out what to do here. And as I don't know if some of you people know, in the chat, but a lot of the interior work, somebody calls for that. I just give them Sock's number and let him do those, and some other ones. Sock's helped me out in a couple vehicles where I was extremely sore, and definitely appreciate his help. So, Sock, thank you very much for helping me when I
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah, bro. Anytime, anytime. You know, if I'm not traveling, I'm always happy to help.
Yeah.
Always. And then exactly, you know, the only jobs, and that's what Tim does at the moment. Lately, he's just been doing the jobs he really either wants to do or that's it. And like he sent me a couple customers, and I did interior the other day from one of his referrals. So came out great. Guys was amazing. But yeah, so but yeah, so that's what Tim's been doing lately. He's just been doing the jobs he wants to do. So that's
Yep.
about it.
And Dan's Diamond Detailings said someone else. Yeah, right. Be
Oh,
selective. Yeah. Yeah.
oh,
I'm pretty much have been more lately. Before it's been all systems go. Like
yep.
5 years ago, I would do 2 or 3 paint corrections in one day at one place.
Yep.
That's insanity. But I did them.
Stay Wet says, "What's all this talk about this purple wool? What purple wool? We're
Is
talking
that
about purple wool?
those wool pads that go on the rotary? I have a couple.
Yeah,
It must
yeah,
be
those
that.
purple wool. I guess.
They're really good.
Gotcha. Oh,
I
you're
don't
talking
use
about
them
like
all the
the
time.
purple wool from Lake Country, that one, the thin
I
one?
believe so.
Those? Yeah,
Yeah.
they're good. They're all right.
Yeah. I use a rotary once in a while, but not very often. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
for the battery operated, I use the Shine Mate. That's really good. I have 3 batteries. So if I'm using one, I got 2 on the charger. And BMW I did recently, I went through 4 full battery charges on that BMW that I sent you that picture of
Yep.
the one that's really rough and then the clearer one that I
Yep.
did. So 4 batteries on one vehicle. And that was 2-door
Yep.
sports coupe too. It's like, ooh, that was brutal. So yeah. What other questions we got here? Conway's gonna make a suggestion. TRT. I don't know what TRT means. Oh, testosterone replacement therapy. Actually, again, I don't have anything to hide. I took Clomid for a while, and a med that helps build their own testosterone. And mine doubled. I went from like 240 up to like 500. And that's not TRT, but it helps your own body produce its own testosterone. And I didn't really notice any difference on anything really. But when I got off that and prednisone at the same time, I crashed.
Yep.
Man.
And
There was some other TRT out there that's cream, the cream that you put on like on your arms or whatever like that. No, I can't use that. I ain't gonna say what it is, but yeah, I don't like getting into cold pools very often. So yeah.
And then what's the other thing? What other topics we have today, Tim? We got all right. It's 10 minutes. Are we gonna leave
we
these
can
guys on
we
a
go to like
cliffhanger?
8:30.
Yeah, we'll go to 8:30 because
Yep.
we don't want to make it too long, so that way we
No.
could try to make this, I guess, almost like a weekly thing. That'll be great. A weekend thing, you know.
Yeah, whenever.
Every weekend.
Once in a while.
And
Yeah.
we could start up some drama.
Yeah. Drama. Oh, you know what I wanted to do?
Yeah.
But I don't have the guts to do it. Is so on YouTube, reaction videos are very popular.
Yeah.
like reactions to videos, reactions to whatever. I don't know if anybody in the chat watches those, any reaction channels, but wouldn't it be cool if somebody had a reaction channel to detailing videos?
Yeah. You know how butthurt people would be? Oh my
Oh, it'd be
god.
horrible.
Yo, people already butthurt on just like stuff in general. It's just like, why are you using a chenille wash mitt? You should use a microfiber wash mitt. Like, I'm like, dude, like nobody gives a fuck. I'm sorry. Like nobody cares. I'm like, do whatever you want. It's the Pepsi Coke argument, or like there's people that like Dr. Pepper, there's people like Mountain Dew. Just do what you do.
And the difference between the wash mitt, one or the other, if you're going to buff the car anyway,
Or even then, it doesn't
salt,
matter.
it doesn't matter.
It's your right. It's the process that you're doing. Are you getting most of the grit and grime off before you touch the car?
Right.
Yes. That's the only way you get zero swirls and scratches. I mean, and then
Yeah.
and then people be driving on these dirt gravel roads really fast and all this other stuff. Even here in South Carolina, like you can polish that paint to perfection. By the next time you wash the car, you could do the most perfect wash and it could have swirls and scratches, not because of you, but because they always drive on that dirt road behind the truck, all that dirt and sand. Like, it's just, dude, it's,
Yep.
people don't,
I know.
yeah. Don't I know we were talking about drama, man, but don't react to none of nobody's channels on how they watch.
Well, it looks like Franco is into it. Reaction videos. Yes. Okay.
it says
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any, but the original reaction videos were Mystery Science Theater 3000.
He says the first one is the rinseless video from Detail Official. Oh man. He says, yes, I like, so start with Turtle Wax hybrid line of products. You see, it's like, I love the tier list, but then once you start, there's so many product lines out there, right? Like, that's why you and I even got bored of like kind of like doing everything Detail Co. There's a couple of rinseless washers that we didn't use from Detail Co. Like the Clean Tail we didn't use. I had tested it. Dark Dragon sent me some. I've tested it, but it's just, I don't know, man. It just gets to the point where it's like, it just gets so repetitive. I know you felt that way with the rinseless wash, and you only did like 5 of them with me,
right?
And then you were even tired. You're like, this is kind of
right.
Like, I know this is drawn out a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, oh, you used DIY Details new compound.
Yeah, liked it. I used it on that Benz. You saw how I mixed it up. I used it on that. It worked great. And it corrected and it finished nice. Well, I did use a mix though, Titan Tim. I did use the DIY Detail compound with the gold standard polish. So kind of like mixing Papa Cut and Fab, but obviously that compound, you cannot lie. It did correct more than the other one that we were using. What were you using? I forgot what were you.
I think A50, wasn't it?
A50. Yeah. You were using A50 from Fine Lab, and I did that mixture, and I cut quicker or cut more. Yeah, for sure. But it finished out nice on that.
Yep. How about CSI? I haven't heard hardly anything out of them.
Yeah, CSI.
Still making it. Yeah.
Yep. CSI, yeah. I gotta see what's going on because we got a mixture something coming out. That's the polish.
Right. I like that Ceram X.
Yeah, the Ceram X is
XX
nice.
is pretty good too, but
we need more work time. We need more work time on the Ceram X.
Yeah.
Gets a little dusty. But I've been telling people I've done a couple of vehicles doing the one step with that DIY Detail compound and gold standard. Dude, even if you're doing an enhancement, you do one pass, like literally one up, down, one left, right, and it just, it works great.
Right.
D1 polish, no, I've never used that from CSI. Stay Wet. The only reason why I didn't use that D1 enhancer polish was at the time it was always sold out, or I think it was discontinued when I finally tried to get it back in 2019, 2020. And yeah, I mean, but I've heard it's really good.
Yep. What's everybody using for clay? Are they using clay bars or clay
I'll
mitts
show you.
or clay towel? I've been using those quite a bit.
Bro, if I'm claying the car, nobody's gonna tell me one clay bar is better than the other. This is my heavy duty clay bar. Yeah, can I not see the grit? Chemical guys.
Hmm.
Heavy duty clay bar. If I use a clay bar, it's always heavy grit. That's me.
Yeah.
That's me. It's just straight heavy. It's
Some of them you do like a quarter of a hood and it comes out black.
yeah.
I have pictures of black clay that's supposed to be blue, but it
They
just
should-
turns out black. It's just
They should make
horrible.
like a purple type of color or yellow, whatever, a heavy duty clay bar, maybe green, heavy duty, but something that we could visibly see the contaminants. That's the only downside with this one is you can't see it.
Really?
Yeah, Coach Chemi. I used to love Coach Chemi's heavy duty clay bar, which was the red one. It was 200 grams. But yo, I don't know where these Germans, yeah. I don't know how these Germans just out of nowhere wants to charge $50 a clay bar. 9. I'm not buying that. I'm
No.
not paying $50 for a clay bar. You're wild.
No way,
9.
Jose.
9.
No. Ain't happening. So, let's see. What else do we want to go over? We're kind of getting there. Closing in an hour here, so let's wrap it up pretty quick. If there's any other questions, get them in now. Hit that like button. We got 22 people on, so that's pretty cool. Still, Saturday night, people can do all kinds of other things, and they're hanging out with us.
Yep.
So-
Appreciate all of you guys for coming in, literally. And
Yep.
Dan's detailing said, "Yep, that's why he ate clay bars for $7." Exactly. You know,
Yep.
that's what it is. And he says there's no way clay towels work even half as well as clay bars. Franco, that's it. Done for the night. Done for the night.
They work
Franco and I
some.
always disagree on everything.
Not as good as a bar. No.
No, it doesn't work good as a bar. We all like we could all agree now, but
Right.
and then Coach Kemi, Mild, or Gion. Gion's way too expensive. Coach is the same thing. Coach Kemi is way too expensive with clay. It's not even that much better. Like you can't, like I said, you can't tell me this clay bar does not work. I'm saving $40 at that point.
I got a
Yo,
bunch of clay
Ross.
bars here. I'll give you one to try and compare.
Ross says, "Yo, Sock, it was great meeting you in Aaron's shop. We really do have too many toes in Jersey. When you coming back?" Well, I'll be back again on this Sunday. Not tomorrow. The following Sunday, I'll be back, and I'll probably be heading to
Ooh.
Aaron's shop. We'll probably fool around with the rental. Probably shoot some videos.
You're
it'll be great.
traveling on Easter?
Huh?
You're traveling on
yeah.
Easter, Resurrection Day?
Yeah, I'm flying out.
Hope that goes well.
I'll get
There's not a
resurrected.
lot of lines. It's hard to
Yeah,
say.
there's not a lot of lines, but I'll be resurrected back in Jersey though.
Okay.
That's where I'll be at.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm flying on the evening though, like oh no, I think I'm flying evening. But yeah, I'll be there all week anyways. I'll be
Okay.
working, so I'm there. It's because I have to show up for work back Monday morning at like 1 a.m. So
Right. Oh, that's right. You're using the graveyard shift.
exactly. So I have to fly out regardless, either Saturday or Sunday. There's no
Wow.
getting there.
Okay. Well,
It
last
was fun
chance,
meeting Ross.
everybody.
We could definitely meet up for sure.
Yep.
Again.
Last chance questions. We're gonna wrap it up here pretty quick. So I want to thank everybody for showing up again Saturday night and be anywhere. So it's great. And we're gonna do this whenever. Probably won't be every Saturday, but be once in a while.
Yeah.
Whenever we feel like it, talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Yeah, so you mentioned pet peeves earlier. One pet peeve I have is, everybody treats somebody like family. It's like, you're friends.
He said
Treating everybody like family is a little bit, to me,
Yeah.
a little overdone, because if you're not there and nobody ever checks on you, are you really family?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a detailing family. Yeah, we're all friends. So we're there for you guys. You guys want to message us on Instagram or whatever, Facebook, send a message. You have any questions on detailing products, life stuff in general, any professional needs you you need, go see a professional.
Yep. Yep.
But we're just here to chat and help you guys out as much as possible and go from there.
Definitely. And just leave a comment down below of any other
Yeah.
subjects you guys want us to chime in for the next live or whatever, you know.
Yep. Make
Whatever
sure you're
the case is.
subscribed to Sock's channel. Detailing Makes Simple. You probably are, but if you're visiting, make sure you subscribe. If you want to subscribe to mine, Shine Your Light Detailing on YouTube, it's up to you. I'm not on there very often, but
I mean, I haven't posted anything in 4 months
me
either,
either.
so I'm right behind you. But you know what? I'm gonna make a video once I get a jersey. I'll schedule something with Aaron, and I'll polish a car, polish the rental, do a couple videos, so that way I can have it all set.
That'll be cool.
Alrighty, guys.
All right, everybody.
guys.
Thanks very much. We'll
Peace.
see you in the next one. Peace out.
And stream.